We're in Vienna.
Aflame the autumn would smother, forever blue.
We travel to find more of ourselves. Let's see what we can uncover in the most livable place on earth. But first, the basics.
And by basic, I mean a Sachertorte, an apple strudel, and a Viennese coffee.
Speaking of coffee, the Austrians claim that the Italians stole the cappuccino from them. Here, they call it a melange. The Sachertorte is the most popular Viennese dessert, and you'll find it everywhere. As for these two, we just got them because we needed some color in the shot. Nonetheless, we enjoyed our quick stop. Time to go. St. Stephen's marks the city center.
This is basically their symbol of freedom. During the war, the entire thing got bombed. Especially the rooftop was completely gone and went up in flames. Because people love it so much, donations started flooding in. Austrians aren't afraid to show their love for the city with their wallets. The place got rebuilt immediately.
The interior has a similar feel to other European cathedrals. The view from the top is pretty decent, but to be honest, the climb isn't worth it.
This is not an easy climb, guys. Stop hitting the wieners. Down there, the beer.
Greatness comes from withstanding the test of time, and the empire, well, they built for greatness.
Austrians take great pride in their palaces. The most important one is the Schönbrunn. This place is big. It has its own garden, its own zoo, a maze and a labyrinth, and over 1,000 rooms.
This is where Austria's most beloved couple, Franz and Sister, lived. When they were not fooling around in the gardens, they were here.
This is the Hofburg Palace, home to one of the most powerful families to ever rule in Europe. The imperial family spend their winters here and summers at Schönbrunn.
Part of the Hofburg is also the majestic Spanish riding school. Before we move on to another objective, let's take a snack break. Apparently, this Trzeźniewski place is the Viennese version of fast food. The open sandwiches have a cult like following, and they're usually joined by a tiny beer called the Fifth. Anywhere you look in Vienna, the buildings tell their own stories. Architecture is a lot like music, and this place combines them both. We're inside the Vienna State Opera, and the interior is breathtaking. When the building was finished, people hated it so much that eventually both architects killed themselves. Today, it's one of the most iconic buildings in the world. Ever since we arrived in Vienna, we've been waiting to dive into cuisine, and that time is now.
Although we got a lot of love for Jamie Oliver, you don't eat Italian when you're in Vienna. You want to try traditional Austrian dishes. That's why we're going to this place.
Plasciata is an institution, a synonym for Viennese cuisine. They still serve the emperor's favorite dish, the world-famous Tafelspitz. It's one of the best cuts of beef served in a clear soup. We also got the salted ox tongue and the Viennese schnitzel. There's a proper way to serve the Tafelspitz. First, you enjoy the beef broth in your bowl. Then you spread the marrow onto a slice of toast to be enjoyed with just salt and pepper. Then you move on to the second course and start putting together your plate. Take the beef and the tongue, add the vegetables, add the sauce and enjoy. Pair it with a local red wine and you're in for a treat. The wine at Plasciata made us thirsty for more, and we know just the right place. How about the tour of the second largest wine collection in Europe? It's underneath this place, Coburg Palace. Deep in the caverns of Palais Coburg's cellar rests a collection of about 60,000 bottles, valued at over $21 million. This is as close to heaven as wine lovers can get. Guides and wine tastings led by professional sommeliers guide you through the 6 cellars, each with its own theme: France, New World, Old World, Yquem, Champagne, and rare wines. The collection has been lauded as one of the best in the world. You don't have to be a wine connoisseur to enjoy this. It's a sensory experience which will elevate your trip to Vienna. The most expensive bottle they sold was a 6-liter Latour Imperial for over $200,000. The restoration of the palace was completed in 2003, and now, apart from this amazing wine collection, it boasts 34 luxury suites and a 2 Michelin star restaurant, making it a must for any sophisticated traveler. As for this bottle of vintage Dom, they've been offered 20,000 euros and they refused to sell. All in all, it felt more like an art gallery than anything else. Time to call it a day. You guys always ask us where to stay when traveling. This time, we chose the guest house.
It feels like home. It has all the right vibes, and you kind of feel like a rock star when in it. Plus, it's in the heart of Vienna.
You know how most hotels feel the same? Well, this one's different. It feels sexy and informal. It's more like your millionaire friend left you the keys to his Vienna apartment. We love it. There's so much more to see in this city. You can ride a famous Ferris wheel at Prater Park, or spend a day admiring the largest Klim collection at Belvedere Palace. If you're visiting during the holidays like we did, you can't miss the Christmas markets. We recommend the one at the top of the Ritz Hotel. If you don't feel like it, you could always spend a day shopping in the Goldner's Cartier. Vienna is one of those amazing cities where you will enjoy getting lost. And every time you come back, you'll uncover something different which you somehow missed before.
Thanks for watching our second travel video. If you're new here, click over there to subscribe. If you haven't seen the first one, click over there and let us know in the comments where we should go next. Can you believe you can buy Moët bottles at a hot dog stand? Cheers.